Good morning, friends. Today is Easter Sunday. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and by Latvian tradition I need to color some eggs. Well, actual eggs. I got these from a farm nearby, and they have free-range chickens, which are not free-range at the moment because, you know, bird flu is going around, and it is highly recommended to keep your birds inside, and they are abiding to it. I know that they take good care of their chickens because each time I go around they basically have like a foot bath there, and they go, please step in the foot bath before coming in the barn, and then there's like thousands of eggs everywhere and you can buy some. So these are organic and I really like that. I usually do the colouring on brown eggs with onion skins, and my family usually decorates it with like sticking leaves or rice, or maybe like pasta that has like little like letters in it, and it just sticks it all, put it in like tights or a sock, and then you just boil it. But today I'm gonna try different varieties. Here's my usual ones. Those are the onion skins that I've been collecting throughout the year from time to time when I do remember to collect them. That should give us brown eggs, and I'll show you how to do it. But then I have been reading up, and I do really want to try different color eggs. I tried last year, but all my eggs were brown, so the dye didn't show up. But this year, some of my eggs are white. So I'm thinking that the red cabbage, which should give me purple eggs, is actually gonna stick. And then there's the beetroot, and that should give me red eggs. And then turmeric, ground turmeric, that should give me yellow eggs or gold eggs if I boil it in turmeric. There's two varieties. Some people say make the dye and then add vinegar to it and then soak the eggs for hours in it once you have hard boiled them to acquire the dye, correct dye coloration. My family we always boil the eggs in the bits, and then yeah. Wanted to show you this great deal in a supermarket. I went in and I had run out of turmeric because I add this to the rice, which is great. For the rice it adds a little bit color, it doesn't look so anemic, and it adds a little bit of taste as well. So the supermarket had 48-gram jar for £1.10, and I picked it up, and then I thought maybe I should just wander off to World Food section and see if they have turmeric there. And there on the bottom shelf they had turmeric, and it was £1.80 for 400 grams. So this is a great deal, and I am so going to the World Food aisle every time now and checking for my spices and my rice, because there's rice there and it's cheaper than in the aisle 2 aisles down. Explain to me that. I have put 4 cups of water in both of these pots, and then I'm gonna add my onion skins into this one, and then I will just keep boiling it. It's great that I didn't start the fire because the peels went everywhere. This pot is so old that it's warped and the lid doesn't actually fit it anymore. For this pot, the recipe said 4 cups of shredded cabbage. So I'm just gonna add whole of this head. And then I will have 2 more pots, one with turmeric and one with beetroot. It's gorgeous. I'm putting a glove on because I do not want purple slash red hands. 3 cups of water for this one. These two are boiling. I swapped that because the pot was getting too small. I'm gonna use this one for the beets now. And this one is gonna be 3 cups of water with 3 cups of shredded beets. And all of them need to boil for about 30 minutes. The onion skins are gonna lose a lot of steam and I will need to top it up with water soon enough. That's basically what it is. Oh, I actually can prepare this one first. This one's gonna be the turmeric one, and it is 1 cup of water versus 3 tablespoons of turmeric powder. So here we go. I'll make 3 cups because that's gonna be plenty of water to cover the eggs, I think. So because it is 4 cups of water, I will need 2 tablespoons. I'll put 40 tablespoons of turmeric in there, and I think that's right. I don't know, I've never colored with turmeric, so it's gonna be fun for all of us. Okay, they're all boiling now, all 4, and I will need to leave them for half an hour to boil. And then I'm gonna come and check the levels of the dye, because I think onions and the cabbages will need to be topped up a little bit, because they're evaporating too fast. I'll show you how the dyes look like. Turmeric is almost ready to boil over, and I think it just did. Just there, because of course it did. On view. Come on, go down. You can go down. Okay, I'm gonna turn the fire a lot smaller for this thing, so it doesn't boil so vigorously. I didn't know that it's gonna foam up like this. It's mostly foam. Okay, I washed my spatula, but it's noticeably yellow. Like up to here. So there's that. Here are my onions. I think I need to add a little bit more water because the dye is like there. It's evaporating a lot. Okay, I'm gonna add that before I go upstairs. Here's the cabbage. She's really purple now. And I think it's stuck to the bottom, which is not good. And the dye is purple. Something's over boiling. I think it's the beetroot. And then the beetroot's red. As you can see. Very, very red. Hopefully it will actually dye the eggs the same shades. I don't know. I'm gonna strain them. Once they're ready, I'm gonna strain them and then I'm gonna dye the eggs and we shall see. Okay, I'm thinking that the cabbages are ready. I need to strain it. And then I think I'm gonna follow the recipe, and because I have never done like different colors, I have always done only onion skins. I'm actually gonna follow the recipe of adding a little bit of, cooling it a bit, adding it a little bit of vinegar, and then boiling some eggs, and then just submerging the hard-boiled eggs in it, because I want to know how it looks. This reminds me of Christmas because it smells like red cabbage salad to some extent, and it's just weird. I think I'm gonna boil only the white eggs because those are gonna take the dye better than the brown ones, and then I'm gonna leave the brown ones for the onion skins because I'm gonna do the onions with, I'm gonna do the eggs with a string so that they have a pattern on them when they have come out of the dye. And I'm literally going to boil the brown ones with the brown, with the onion skins. Done. Multitasking, I can't. Talking at the same time, nah. Mom doesn't really eat eggs, so I just need to figure out how many eggs I am gonna eat for this Easter. On my own. Aren't they cute? This one got wet on the side, unfortunately, so it will need to be boiled, because I do not know if you know that when the chicken lays an egg, it has a coating, antibacterial coating on its own, but if the egg gets wet, the coating is gone and it washes away. So this might be permeable to bacterial infections, or like bacteria getting into the shell and spoiling the egg from the inside. So because it got wet, I'm gonna boil it now. There's 7 eggs in there, the white ones, and then I will have one, maybe 3 orange ones, like for the other bits. So together 10, and I can eat 10 eggs, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. I'll take the lighter ones so that the pattern shows up on it. I got some garden string, and then I'm literally just gonna grab the scissors. I'm gonna tie it around the egg. So yeah, as I said, this is what I used to do with my mom. In the Easter morning, we would just sit all together, me, my mom, my dad, and we would just make eggs look pretty. When you're tying it around, you need to be quite tough, because it needs to sit around the egg. It cannot just slip off. If it slips off like this, it will not color, it will not stick to it. So it needs to be quite tight. I think the dye is ready, so I'm just gonna fish out all of the onion and just put the dye in, the eggs in. Okay, one ready. I am actually thinking for the other 2, I'm gonna stick a leaf of something on it and then tie it down. Let's see how it works. Of course, never include anything poisonous when you are putting things on your egg, because you will want to eat these after. And then just tuck the string into the bits, and then gently, don't even look at it because it will unravel. Okay, those 3 are ready. I got left with 1 leaf of dandelion leaf. Yeah, one dandelion leaf. Okay, I need a bowl. Good luck to those three. And these ones are boiling, so I'm gonna take time of 15 minutes now, because I want those eggs to be hard boiled, not soft boiled. I don't like soft boiled eggs because I think I have spoken about this already. I have had salmonella before when I was 3 and I almost died. So I do not want a repeat of this experience. So all of the time when I have eggs included or chicken, I am very cautious of how I cook them and that I cook them like fully. It is the time. My watch is going off and it's saying it's been 15 minutes. My eggs are boiled. Moment of truth. I have added a little bit of vinegar to each of these bowls, and because I don't have actual vinegar, I have the essence of the vinegar, which is 70% of actual vinegar. So instead of adding a tablespoon, I added like half of the cork. It should be fine. I don't know, maybe, who knows. I was thinking it actually is okay with me just boiling the eggs and then putting them in the dye, because I would be cooling the eggs anyways. So now they can cool themselves in the dye, because you cannot consume the eggs while they are piping hot. I think this will go into the red one. And another red one. I did boil 2 slightly bluish eggs, just so that I could put them in the purple dye, and maybe the color will stick a bit more, because they are already slightly bluish, you know? And then the last one, and this will go. I like the blue eggs. I never had blue eggs, so 1 white and 2 blue in the purple dye, 2 in the red and 2 in turmeric, and then I have the 3 there. This is always the fun part, actually getting them out and seeing the patterns. Did you succeed? Didn't you succeed? If you didn't succeed, it's still gonna be probably pretty cool. Just pop them in a bowl with cold water, so you can actually untie the string and everything. I think the string moved on one of them at least, because I can tell that it has moved already, because the egg is like a bit streaked. But that is fine. That adds to the charm. It's like unwrapping Christmas gift, you know, just with eggs in the Easter. That is really cool. Oh, it's tricky. Oh, yay. And it's super hot. Ah. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like this. It's so cute. It's like a bit of a rope pattern on it. This one was with the dandelion leaves. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty, I think. Can definitely see. Do you see that? That it has actually stuck to it. And then where the dandelion leaf was stuck, I think Mark is up now. Cool. Look. Isn't that cute? It's a little bit patchy, but this is how it looks. With some string marks as well in the darker spots. Gorgeous. It's been an hour now. My birds are up, so there might be some screaming in the background. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that egg. So, this is great. I love it. Let's see the other ones. Oh, it's definitely blue. Okay, that's great. And I'm afraid to touch that thing. Let's go and... Okay, it is yellow. It's yellow. Okay, I'm done. And there you go. Usually in Latvia, the first person who's the head of the family eats the egg first, and the first meal of the day must be eggs. So I am very hungry because now it's like around 10 o'clock, 9:30? 9:30, almost 10 to 10. And I am really hungry and I haven't eaten anything and I want some eggs. Okay, thank you very much for hanging out with me today as I'm making like actual eggs, and I shall see you next time. Bye friends!